Hey, welcome. All my right thinkers, thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab in the wee hours of the morning where I do what I do for you. Got a nice little lesson for you today. This is for the emotional people. It's okay to be emotional. That's normal. But to be emotionally ignorant don't help you at all. Let's talk about emotions. Great servants, terrible leaders. Let's go. Rightisms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You turn into receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right? Think is way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission in all right thinkers, know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get that together. So I asked the question, do you know you? When I'm through, that's what I do. It's rhetorical. But if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. But you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and always to Maya. Be true. Right thinkers, P Funk's philosophy on emotions. They're great servants, but they're terrible leaders. Let me break it down for you, explain to you why. People think I don't have emotions. I do, I just have control over them. That's the difference between me and you. You have them, I have them. You have no control over them, I have control over mine. That makes us a little different. Let's go. Again, emotions, aka heartfelt feelings. That's the greatest. They are the greatest servant. When you love God by your heart, you will do whatever you need to do. But they are the worst leaders. Why? If they're good servants, yeah, they're good in the servitude position. They're not good in the leadership position. Your emotion should not be your decision makers. In life, a lot of people rely on their decisions by what? Emotions, how they feel. Some people check the stars, some people check the book, the Bible, whatever. But it should not be your emotions that's leading you. Your ego is based on emotion. It's all emotion. It's based on how it feels. If it's happy, it's good. If it's unhappy, it's sad. That's not a way to live. Okay, we call that the serpent roller coaster. What's this? Ego is all emotions. When it feels good, you're happy. When it don't feel good, you're unhappy. That's not a way to live. That's not a good leader. Okay, that's my point with the emotions. Emotions are like a roller coaster. They go up when it's good, down when it's bad, back up. So that's that I don't do that. I'm a flatliner. Okay, I'm old school. Keep it simple, simple, stupid. I personally don't trust emotions to make my decisions in life. Take it out. It's the thing we call in my philosophy is called dispassion. That means deal with the situation, take your emotions out of the situation, and deal with it for what it is. This is what judges and intellectual people do when they gotta make a decision. They don't rely on how they feel. Most women do. Okay. When you make when I make my life decisions, okay, emotions don't have a say so in the matter. Why? What emotion got to do with it? What did my girl said? What love got to do with it? Love and emotion. If you put love into your mix, you're going to mess it up. Simple as that. Make your decisions without that emotion tie, and you'll be fine. Trust me. Trust me. Those words you make from the heart, the emotion is in, it's going to hurt when it what go wrong, and it's going to go wrong. Trust me. If you're relying on me, on my emotions, to for you to be dealt with different, mm-mm. And my emotions won't change my decision, my mind making. Okay, hello, no emotions. So don't expect me to be nope, 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 don't care. I don't wear. And I say I don't care. That means there's no emotions there. That's what caring is. Caring is an emotion. When I use it, I'm using it that way. I don't get involved emotionally. Simple as that. Let's deal with the situation. I ain't got to be involved with emotions for nobody. If my feelings, aka my emotions, once they get involved, I want to make a decision, okay, on my emotion. That's never good. That's never good for nobody. Again, feelings are bad leaders, great servants. If I like you, again, if I have feelings for you, then I'm gonna deal with you a little different. I'm gonna give you a break. I'm gonna give you, do whatever I need to do, give you a second chance. Those things are done by emotions. Not that they're right. If somebody wronged you, you should deal with them. Okay? Not forgive them and love them for they can do it again. Leave them alone. Moving on. That's my philosophy. Okay. But if I don't like you, you ain't got snowball's chance in hell. Even if it's good, right, or whatever. It don't make a difference. If I don't like you, you ain't getting it. And that's how people are in life. If somebody has an issue with you, my man told me about in front of his wife asked him about a question about the pineal gland. And as he was answering it, the brother said, I told her the same thing. My man said, yeah, a lot of times if the messenger is not liked, is not appealing, they won't get the message. And that's right. Again, 100%. If you see me, I always say they got the head tied away. They ain't hearing the message. They ain't even trying to hear what I got to say. See the difference? Okay. And we do that as people. We impose our emotions on things that it shouldn't be. Why? That ain't what it's about. That's why. Okay? It shouldn't be about how you feel. But if I don't like you and I have issue with you, you ask out. And a chance in the world you can get something from me good. Simple as that. Okay? In any walk of life, that's how it's going down. And if a guy's in the restaurant cooking your food, you don't want to upset him. Okay? But that's how we are. That's what emotions that get you into trouble that you got to be responsible for. Once you felt like that, then somebody feels a certain way. Now you got two emotions going up. That never ends well. That's ignorance versus ignorance. I'm not driven or led by my emotion. I don't lead with my heart. I lead with my mind. That's like a boxer. You don't want to lead with your heavy hand. You want to keep this at home with the power. Okay? Throw the jab out there a little bit, working, but you don't let the heart get into the infractions. Why? It will change the outcome every time, and it's not going to be good. Don't put yourself in position when okay, no way. I'm not driven by emotions, so don't expect me to be emotional dealing with you. No, let's just deal with the facts and deal with what is. It ain't about how I feel, because if I don't like you, we ain't gonna be dealing at all. So if I dealt with that emotion, we won't even get past square one. Moving on. Don't put yourself in a position when you want me or my emotional help. I'm not gonna give it to you. Okay, I don't support nobody's emotions. Period. Okay, I don't support mine. They don't carry weight with me, so I ain't letting yours invest on me or impede on what I'm doing. But I try to give good life advice. That's what I got for you. I don't have emotion. No, I got good life advice. Why? Because it's never emotional. When I'm giving you advice, it ain't about how I feel. It's about what I know. And it's always philosophical. Okay? And what I know to be the truth. I'm a truth teller. I'm going to give it to you straight. I don't give a damn how you deal with it, but I'm not going to lie, curtail it. No. Right between the eyes. Bow! Yeah, that's what I do. Hit you with the truth. Right between the eyes. It's up to you to deal with it. But I don't, and understand this with all respect, give a damn about your emotions, okay? How you feel. I don't give a damn what you think or how you think I should feel. You don't control my emotions, first of all. So worrying about them is not your concern. Why? I'm not worried about yours. Well, don't care. I'm telling you, your emotions are nothing for me. They work for you, all right? If I say I don't care, that means just that. I'm not emotionally attached or involved with the situation. So I really don't care about the stuff that don't mean nothing to me. Give me the facts and we can deal with that. That's it. That's what the judges do. I don't care about your feelings. I don't care about your ideas and opinions. Give me the facts. That's what I'm going to judge you on. I can't judge by the opinion and emotion. You don't do that. Moving on. But they get in the way. My emotions are totally under my control at this point in my life. And under no situation am I going to lose my emotional control to deal with a situation emotionally. Hell to the no. Ain't gonna happen. I couldn't say that years ago. Now that I'm in charge, I run my emotions. That's the other way around. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If we also on Star Trek, Spock was the Vulcan. He had no emotions. He was just as smart, just as good and normal as anybody else until what? They wanted to play the emotional game. He won't get involved in that. He don't give a damn. But Spock, yeah. That means nothing to me. Yeah. Respectfully, we got 55% chance of surviving this situation. That's the bottom line now. What do you think? How you feel about that means nothing to me. I love that guy. And now I see why. I didn't know why. I like the strangest guy on the spaceship. But he was the one who knew everything else. He was smarter than the captain, personally, if you ask me. All right. But please understand this. Don't get it twisted. And understand and believe me when I say I don't care. Because I really don't. That's sincere and honestly 100% the truth. I don't care. Simple. How could you be so cold? Cut my emotions off. That's why. Simple. I ain't got to care. I don't have to. What loss I got to care about somebody else's situation and get all caught up in it? I don't do that. Moving on. My feelings are for me to dictate and decide who I want to share them with, not the other way around. Your feelings should not tell you who and how to do anything. Okay? That's against your logic and reason. A lot of times when we fall in love, when we get emotionally tired, we don't see, we don't think, we don't do nothing right. Why? We engulfed in love. But that man ain't no good for you. I just love him. She sleeps around. I just love her. See? Love will make you do right and it'll make you do wrong. The record of love and you was wrong. You got a side chick and you love your side chick more than you love your main chick. That's going to be a problem. Get a divorce and make it main chick. Oh, guess what? When you get her to be main chick, now you can get another side chick. It's a revolving door for fellas and sisters who what? Like to cheat, like to fulfill their emotions, desires. Sometimes it's a physical, sometimes it's a sexual desire. And if you can't control it, you're going to have issues in your relationship or your marriage. Simple as that. Moving on. That's personal. Your emotions are personal. Treat them as such, okay? And when you learn to become emotional disciplined, woo-wee, that is a must in order for you to reach self-mastery like me. You have to put that emotion in check. You have to do that. That's not an option, okay? It's not an option. If you allow your emotions to lead you, to control you, to manipulate you, you will make a bunch of mistakes. And you're going to be, what, regrettable? Why? Because you thought it was right. You felt it was right. You felt it felt good. It felt so right. In those situations, broken hearts, we all got one. Okay? You put your heart out there, they're going to walk on it like it's a float. So keep it in your chest and keep it together. Don't worry about it. And if the person who you do give it to betray you, you got to deal with that. Okay, that's not your fault because what somebody did, but you got to deal with it. But if you go around and just giving your heart to everybody gonna walk on it. Okay? Women, I love you. I always have women. Y'all are emotional creatures by nature. Okay? On my study and everything I'm learning, that's y'all MO, and that's fine. Why? Because that's what keeps what? Love going around. And that's a good thing. So women, y'all emotional creatures by nature. Why? Y'all operate out of what? Feelings. When a woman starts to talk to you, she's going to say, I feel. She ain't going to say, I think, I want, She's going to say, I feel. And that's natural for them because they do feel everything. They take everything emotionally. Okay? So men, understand that. Understand that. You ain't got to like, agree, or subscribe to what somebody else do, say, or don't like, but you need to just respectfully understand that that's their right. Then it won't be a problem. Who knows? Emotional people are not sturdy, trustworthy people. If you ask me why, they flaky, they wishy-washy, they ain't dependable. That's my point. Emotions aren't reliable. Then on by nature, they're not reliable. That's why you want to be able to control them, not let them control you, like the ego. And that's what it is, emotional. Emotional people are very wishy-washy. Okay, depending on them ain't a good thing to do. Why? Because they will let you down and they give you a whole bunch of excuses. They expect you to feel what they want, and so you can be empathetic and compassionate to their mess ups. Okay, I don't subscribe to that. I call it spade a spade. Okay, emotional people, they will love you one minute and then with that emotion hate you the next. That I can't stand. That's what drives me crazy. One minute we cool, next minute I'm the enemy. I ain't got time for that. So we just gonna leave that alone. Why? I ain't got time for that emotional roller coaster. I don't ride the roller coaster. I hate roller coasters, and especially the emotional ones. So understand that it's just a natural fit for me. I don't do this. I don't like that going up, and you go up. What's gonna happen? You're gonna come down, and my stomach's like it's gonna come out my mouth. I can't take that. I don't know what that's about. I guess in my prior life, I must have fell from heights because I'm scared of falling. I'm scared of going down fast. I ain't ever gonna jump out no plane. Ain't happening. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm gonna do that. You can explain it till the cows come in. It's never gonna compute with me. Okay, understand that. That's all. You ain't got to explain it. You ain't got to do nothing. Just understand and respect my opinion about jumping out of planes. A whole bunch of opinions I got about a bunch of stuff in life that I personally just don't do. Simple. If it ain't your thing, it ain't your thing. That doesn't mean it ain't somebody else's thing. Your thing, which is your thing, might not be somebody else's thing, but you want them to respect your thing, so you respect their thing. That's my philosophy, and I live by that. Okay, emotional people, again, get hurt all the time. Why? Because everything they do is out of their emotion. When they don't go their way, they're hurt. The ego. As long as it's happy, it's content. If it don't get its way, like some women, grown women, pout, act like a little kid. They don't get their way. That's because they never grew up internally and mentally. They still immature. When they don't get their way, what the hell? I never got my way in life, so I would never beat for that nonsense. It ain't nothing went my way, so I'm not emotionally tied to getting what I want or being happy with somebody. No, that never happened. Okay, but when emotional people they get hurt and they will continue to do it, get hurt over and over again. Why? That's emotion. They keep throwing it out there. They keep leading with that emotion. They're gonna get popped every time. If you're hurt, if you hurt my feelings, I will not put you in that position again. Trust me. If you do something to me that I don't like, I'm not gonna let you do it again. I'll be done with you. I'll cut you off in a heartbeat. I told you I got a list every year. I cut that list down. I had a bunch of friends. My list is getting shorter and shorter. Well, when they get too short, I ain't got no friends. I gotta worry about it. I'm happy. I'm content. Why? I ain't got to worry about cutting nobody out. I ain't got to worry about how everybody dealing with me. I'm fine. So being alone don't bother me personally. If you got a problem being alone, you in bad company by yourself, you are the problem. Wrap it up. Again, appreciate you tuning in. I want to get this out the way. I got to go to the gym. Love me, then hate me. That's the emotional roller coaster that I personally don't ride. I'm not going to love you one minute and hate you the next. I don't operate on that premise. That's all. Simple. And if you got emotional ties, you're going to make bad decisions out of what? Out of emotion, depending on how you feel. That's never good for the person who you gotta make the decision about out of your emotions. That may not work for them. So emotions, put them to the side, make better decisions, live your life unemotionally. Why? Because you're going to get them hurt. If you lead with your emotions, they're going to hurt you. They're going to walk on you. They're going to mistreat, abuse, betray you. Good people get used by who? Bad people. Well, how do you know they're bad people? Once they use them, they know he's a bad person. I can't deal with them. Okay, one time is enough to learn a lesson about somebody. I went to prison once. Let's go. Right there, just hope you enjoy the lesson. I got to get to the gym. But in closing, again, may y'all live be 100. Me, 100 miles a day. So I'm none of my right thinkers who don't live by the emotion, who don't ride that emotional roller coaster or the serpent in life. Everything should be flat line, smooth, steady as you go. Steady wins the race. Right thinkers, in closing, You all need to be 100 miles a day. So I've never my right thinkers who now better control of their emotions and passed away. I'll be right back. After I come from the gym.